Hello friends, welcome back to revision time. I hope you all are good. So as we have completed with chapter motion, so now we will discuss the numericals. So today I will be covering the in-text numericals, and also if you have not watched the videos of motion, the links are in the description box and also in the iCard. So before starting with the numericals, I would like you all to revise the formulas. First is speed, which is distance over time, whose SI units are meter per second. From here we can get the formulas for time also, that is distance over speed, and distance is speed into time. SI unit for distance is meter and that of time is seconds. Average speed is also total distance over total time, meter per second. Velocity is also speed over time, meter per second. Average velocity is initial velocity, that is u, plus final velocity, that is v, divided by 2. Meter per second is the SI unit. Acceleration is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time, and meter per second square is the SI unit. And we have the three equations of motions: v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So there are several points through which the solving of your numericals will be easy. So first of all, write the given quantities and quantities to be find out. So first read the statement given to you and find out what quantities are given to you and then what you have to find out, right? Check the units of given quantities and convert them to SI units. Next we have to check the units that are given to us, right? If they are not in the SI units, then we have to convert them into the SI units. Find the formula applicable. Then we have to find out what formula we have to apply based on the quantities given and the quantities to be found. So now let us start with page number 103, question number 2. It states that a bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration. So now first we have to see what we are given. So we are given two speeds. One is 80 km per hour and next is 60 km per hour. Here 80 km per hour is initial speed, that is because it is saying it decreases the speed from 80 to 60. So initial is 80 and final is 60. And we are given time, that is 5 seconds. What we have to find? We have to find the acceleration. So next we have to see the units. So we are given kilometer per hour. This is not the SI unit and we have to convert it into the SI units. Simply by multiplying by 5 by 18 we will get meter per second, right? So time t is already in seconds. It is the SI unit. So formula that is applicable is acceleration is equal to v minus u by t. By putting the values we will get this answer, right? A train starting from railway station and moving with uniform acceleration attains a speed of 40 km per hour in 10 minutes. Find its acceleration. Clearly we have to find acceleration again here. So what we are given? We are given initial velocity but not directly. How? A train starting from railway station. It is saying the initial position of train is railway station. That means the initial speed of train is 0, right? It is 0 meter per second. Next we have been given the final velocity v, that is 40 km per hour, and time t in 10 minutes. So kilometer per hour has to be converted to meter per second and minutes to seconds. For seconds we have to multiply the quantity by 60. So formula applicable is v minus u by t. Here we will put 0 and the answer is this. So from these two questions, what we get to know about? If the acceleration is positive, right, that means the velocity is increasing. As we can see in the question number 3 here, the acceleration is positive and we can see the velocity is increasing. It is increasing from 0 to 40 or 11.11 meter per second, right? But if acceleration is negative, that means the velocity is decreasing. As in the question number 2 here, the acceleration here is negative. That is why we have put the minus sign. So we can see here the initial speed is 22.22 meter per second and final is 16.66. So it is decreasing, hence acceleration is negative. Also, if object is initially at rest, the initial velocity will be 0 meter per second as in here. So next is the page number 109, question number 1. So it states that a bus starting from rest moves with a uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. We have to find the speed acquired and distance traveled. So again, the bus is starting from rest. So the initial velocity will be 0 meter per second. And we are given the acceleration, that is 0.1 meter per second square. Also we are given the time t 2 minutes. We have to convert it into the seconds. And what we have to find, the speed acquired. Speed acquired means the final velocity of the bus and the distance traveled. So first we will find the final velocity with this formula, that is first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at, and we will find the final velocity. And for the distance we have v square minus u square is equal to 2as, from where s is equal to v square minus u square over 2a. Putting the values, we will get this answer. Here we can also use the formula, that is second equation of motion, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Any formula can be used, right? So next question says, a train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Then the brakes are applied to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. We have to find out how far the train will go before it is brought to rest. So we are given 90 km per hour initial velocity converted to meter per second, that is 25 meter per second. And here we are given the final velocity also. How? Because it is saying that we have to find the train will, how far the train will go before it is brought to rest, right? So when the train will be brought to rest at the final position, that means the final velocity will be 0, right? Acceleration is given minus 0.5 meter per second. And what we have to find out, right? We have to find out the distance, because it is saying find out how far will the train go. Clearly we have to find distance, and this formula has to be applied. V square minus u square is equal to 2as, and we will get the distance. So next is question number 3. It says a trolley while going down an inclined plane has an acceleration of 2 centimeter per second square. What will its velocity be 3 seconds after the start? We are given acceleration 2 centimeter per second square. We have to convert it into the SI units. Seconds is also already in the SI unit. We have to convert centimeter to meter and just have to divide the quantity by 100. So time we are given 3 seconds. Initial velocity is 0 meter per second because it is starting from rest only. And we have to find the final velocity. Simply apply the first equation of motion and you will get the final velocity. So question number 4. A racing car has uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover 10 seconds after the start? We are given acceleration, we are given time, we are given initial velocity because the car is initially at rest, and we have to find out the distance. Here the formula is second equation of motion. We applied this formula and got the answer as 200 meter. So question number 5. This is a very important question, right? it says that a stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction with a velocity of 5 meter per second. If the acceleration of stone during its motion is 10 meter per second in the downward direction, right? What will be the height attained by the stone and how much time will it take to reach there? So initial velocity we are given 5 meter per second. What is the final velocity? It is 0 meter per second. Why? Because when the stone is thrown upward, it will be at rest after reaching its height, right? Acceleration is minus 10 meter per second square. This is the main point here. We are given the acceleration is 10 meter per second square in the downward direction. But what actually is happening? The stone is thrown vertically upward here. So downward direction is the force of gravity. It will be acceleration due to gravity, that is 10 meter per second square if the stone is in the downward direction. But we are throwing the stone in the upward direction, that is why it will be minus 10 meter per second square. So what we have to find here is the height, that is nothing but the distance traveled, because the journey of the stone is upward, it is height, and we have to find out the distance, and also the time. It is clearly given that you have to find time. So for time we will apply the formula v is equal to u plus at and get the answer like this. And for distance we have to apply v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Also we can apply the second equation of motion, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. This can be applied if we will find the time first, then the distance, right? Both the formulas can be applied. So we will get the answer like this. So I hope this was helpful to you all. If you want these notes, please mail us to the address given in the description box. Do like, share, comment and subscribe. And links to the previous videos are also in the description box. Thank you.